As shoppers, we only see the buy button and the unboxing, but behind every single order is a physical ticking clock. A cardboard box has to be folded, taped, and moved across the country. As an Amazon seller, you have to decide exactly how that happens. Who pays for the warehouse shelf? Who packs the actual box? And whose truck drives it? I'm here with Amageos Digital, pronounced Amageos Digital. We help sellers build complete operational marketplace businesses. This physical chain is order fulfillment. It covers 5 steps: storing inventory, picking the item, packing it securely, shipping it out, and processing returns. How you manage these steps dictates the product's condition and how fast it reaches the buyer. Because speed and reliability dictate whether a customer actually clicks buy, fulfillment is the primary driver of your sales volume and your profit margins. It is the single most important strategic choice you will make on the platform. Before we look at Amazon's specific programs, we need to map out how e-commerce logistics work in the broader retail world. In a standard dropshipping model, you focus strictly on sales. You never buy bulk stock, and you never physically touch the inventory. The manufacturer ships directly to the end buyer. If you own the product but don't want to pack boxes, you use a 3PL, a third-party logistics provider. You pay a private warehouse operator to store your pallets and fulfill individual orders on your behalf. Finally, there is in-house fulfillment. You lease the warehouse, hire the packers, negotiate with the courier companies, and keep the entire operation under your own roof. Those models apply to any website, but selling on Amazon means integrating into their specific fulfillment ecosystem, and the choice you make here directly determines how many customers ever see your product in the search results. The most deeply integrated model is Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA. With FBA, you pack your bulk inventory onto a truck and ship it straight into Amazon's massive fulfillment centers. That is where your daily physical work ends. From there, Amazon takes over. When an order drops, their staff picks the item, packs it in an Amazon box, ships it, and handles all the customer service calls and returns. Because the stock is sitting inside their own logistics network, Amazon immediately grants your product the Prime badge, guaranteeing customers next-day delivery. The catch is the storage cost. You pay variable fees based on the space your product takes up. If your items sell slowly and sit on the shelves for months, those accumulating fees will quickly erase your profit margins. You also surrender the unboxing experience. You cannot choose the exact packaging and rarely get to inspect a returned item before it becomes sellable inventory. FBA requires you to trade operational control and a portion of your margin in exchange for minimal daily labor and maximum visibility in front of Prime shoppers. If you have slow-moving items or your own warehouse, paying Amazon for storage doesn't make sense. That brings us to the hybrid option, EasyShip. In the EasyShip model, the inventory stays on your premises. When a customer buys your product, your team picks it off the shelf and packs it into the box. Then, a driver from Amazon Logistics arrives at your loading dock, picks up the parcel, and executes the final delivery to the buyer. You avoid Amazon's storage fees entirely. However, you pay for all the cardboard and tape, and outside of specific local programs, these listings generally miss out on the widespread Prime badge. The furthest end of the spectrum is self-ship. Here, you hold the stock, you pack the box, and you hire a private courier company to make the delivery. If your chosen courier misses a scan, loses a package, or delivers late, Amazon penalizes your account health metrics. You own every failure, but you also retain absolute control. You skip Amazon's fulfillment fees completely. And if you have a local retail presence, you can use local shops on Amazon to earn a regional Prime badge for your immediate area. The choice between FBA, EasyShip, and self-ship is a dial. You are either paying Amazon to guarantee speed and visibility, or you are keeping the logistics in-house and absorbing the operational risks yourself. This operational choice dictates the math on your ledger. Let's look at how these different models actually impact your bottom line. This waterfall chart breaks down the true cost of an order. We start at the top with the selling price. Immediately, we subtract the fixed costs, the raw product cost, and the standard marketplace fees Amazon charges for listing the item. Now we subtract the variables dictated by your logistics model. We deduct the fulfillment and shipping fees, the cost of packaging materials, and the expenses for ads and returns. What is left at the bottom is your actual profit. Looking at this chart, the instinct is to minimize the shipping block. Many sellers assume that hunting down the absolute cheapest third-party courier for self-ship will automatically leave a larger profit block at the bottom. But that math ignores the customer. If that cheap courier adds 3 days to the delivery estimate, fewer shoppers will click buy. Your profit per unit might look higher on a spreadsheet, but your total orders at the end of the month drop. The lowest fulfillment cost rarely generates the highest profit. Effective fulfillment drives the high sales volume that actually determines your final margin. Because fulfillment drives growth, there is no single right answer for an entire seller account. Serious sellers mix their strategies. The trick is evaluating your catalog SKU by SKU, matching the product's physical size and sales velocity to the correct logistics pipeline. Look at this matrix. In the top left, we have a seller moving hundreds of small, fast-selling units a week, but they operate out of a tiny spare room. For them, FBA is the clear choice. The inventory moves too fast to rack up long-term storage fees, and the seller can scale their sales infinitely without signing a commercial warehouse lease. In the top right, another seller already owns a large warehouse facility. They have the space, but they don't want to dedicate staff to fighting with local couriers over lost packages. They pack the boxes in-house and let EasyShip handle the last mile. Moving to the bottom left, imagine a brand selling heavy wooden furniture. Sending couches into Amazon's network would incur massive, margin-destroying FBA storage fees. For oversized goods, managing your own warehouse and using the self-ship method is often the only financially viable route. Finally, in the bottom right, we have an established brand already using a private 3PL network to fulfill orders for their own standalone website. By using self-ship on Amazon, they can route those orders through their existing 3PL infrastructure, maintaining a single, unified logistics chain without complicating their operations. The most successful sellers run a hybrid account. They review their velocity and margins every quarter, shifting products between FBA, EasyShip, and self-ship as the data changes. Building a profitable Amazon business involves rigorous operational management alongside your digital listings. You have to build a system that answers 4 operational questions. Product kahan rahega, kaise pak hoga, kaise deliver hoga, and ultimately, kitna profit bachega. At Amageos Digital, we consider logistics the core foundation of a marketplace business. If you want to learn exactly how to build that foundation, hit subscribe for more practical e-commerce breakdowns. Then head over to learn.amageos.com to explore our structured courses, taking you from basic listings to advanced marketplace strategies.